So here we are on our little round to see the perennial kales at NATURPLANTESKOLEN, the Danish edible nursery. And we have here a Daubenton kale, which is a bushy, low growing kale with lots of side branches. And it's green all year, it's edible all year. It lasts here with us for 3 or 4 years. We have it growing out in the garden as well, but the deer is eating all of it in the winter, so therefore I keep most of the plants safe in here, where there are no animals in the winter. It flowers rarely, but sometimes we see yellow flowers in the spring. And I use it as lettuce leaves. We've just had this leaf in the sandwiches we ate for lunch. So they're a nice size instead of a lettuce leaf. There's a lot more substance to it. It's both fresh, a little bit bitter, and it's got some bite to it. Much better than a lettuce leaf for me. So I actually don't grow any lettuces because it doesn't make sense for me to have, when I have this easy food. I do absolutely no maintenance other than watering these plants. So this is Daubenton, and that's been around for some years. It's quite famous already. And the next one that we are investigating is called Tourntondine, and that's over here around the corner. So I think we should go over there, and then we can taste them. So we get an impression of what they're like. So this one here is also Daubenton, coming from France or Belgium, and probably around 300 years old from the original plant. It's cutting propagated and therefore identical to type for many generations now. So we taste it in a little while. I will just mention here the Tourntondine first, which is an amazing kale. I was given it by Charles Dowding in southern England, and Mandy has been growing it for many years. And now we have 4 years of experience with it here. So the plant over there to the right, that's 0 years old. That was propagated by cuttings this year in April or May. The second plant there is propagated from last year, so that's a 1-year-old baby. And this here, which lives in a little box, is 2 years old. And this one here is 3 years old. And that's becoming quite a nice big bush, lots of food in it. And Mandy thinks it can, with you it's 9 years at the moment, and you think it could get even older.
Yeah, I mean the ones at the National Trust place in the UK,
Yeah.
I think theirs got to about 9 or 10 years old. I think mine about 8 to 9 years old.
Yeah.
And still growing. So.
Yeah.
Long-lived perennial.
Long-lived perennial kale. And I think we should pick a couple of these leaves as well and taste them. Because that's what it's all about. If you like them, you can grow them. If you don't like them, it's difficult to grow, right? So now there will be leaves for everyone. And there are 2 kids over there. Would you like to taste and tell us what they taste like as well, huh? What do you think? So my plan was to make a note. So that we really can recognize it like that. And then we can taste. What do you think? Those are the 2 most famous ones, I think we can say. Yeah? Come, please help yourself. Torntendine first. Mm.
It's so soft, isn't it?
Mm.
Sweet. Sweet.
Torntendine first.
Den der sådan. Den der først.
Skønt.
Så vi smager det samme.
Jeg tager lige den der med, nu har jeg rørt den.
Nå ja. Mm. So it's definitely a kale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet and a little bitter. Yeah.
Mm.
Just a hinge.
Just a hint.
Yeah.
Sweet and just a little bitter. Yeah. And it's a full flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of flavor in it, isn't it?
It's more juicy than Dobbenton also. It feels more, the leaves are thicker.
Yeah, they're thicker.
Yeah.
There's more liquid or
Yeah.
juices in them. That's
Yeah.
true. Yes.
A little mustardy too.
Yeah.
Like.
Mm.
More than Dobbenton.
So let's taste Dobbenton also.
I agree.
And Dobbenton, my experience with Dobbenton is that it's easier to grow in shade, and it tastes better when it grows in shade than when it's in the full sun. It can easily survive and thrive in full sun, but it gets bitter and leathery in summer. What if you grow it in shade? It takes it more easy, and it's more softer and sweeter leaves actually. So this one is sort of semi shade. I'm gonna try.
This one makes good crispy kale as well, the Dobbenton.
It's very good for chips and crispy kale. Yeah. I can add that to a lot of different
But it takes a little for the tongue.
salads and other dishes.
Which one?
It is much stronger, isn't it? The Dobbenton.
Mm?
It's much stronger mustardy taste. Isn't it?
Yeah, there's more mustard in this one. That's true. Mm. Yeah. Vil I smage? Jeg har 2 forskellige slags flerårkål.
Ja.
Den der, det er den her. Og det er den anden herovre. Værsgo.
Tak.
Hvor gammel bliver de så?
10 år.
Ja.
10 år. Normalt dør de efter 1.
Ja.
Ja.
Det er sjovt.
Even though it's stronger, it's still milder in some way for me. The Dobbenton. The other one, I can taste that it's stronger, but
Ja, jeg er også mest til den der.
it's still.
Den er noget bitter, den der.
There's a kind of mellowing agent
Yeah.
in it.
Ja.
Makes
Yeah.
2 different layers and the taste play together.
Yeah. Yeah. So they complement each other
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Kan I sige det igen? Kan I lige sige det igen, mens jeg er tættere på her? Så I kan prøv lige at sige det igen.
Yeah, so even though the Dobbenton was stronger in taste, it's still more smoother somehow, or milder, or it settles more in my mouth. Yeah.
Ja, ja.
Where with the first one,
Torntendine.
yeah, that was a bit more distinct in my taste buds at first.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was also more juicy somehow, wasn't it?
Yeah, more juicy and a thicker. There's more
thicker
mass
leaf.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. feel like you'd probably get more full from that one. I don't know, but it feels it.
Super. Okay. So we go to the next path here. We got a whole row of kales this autumn.
Kale village.
Kale village. Kale village. Kale village. Vi er ude på en lille smagstest her. So this is third year Asturian kale. I actually thought it would have died because I let it come to seed and I thought that would weaken it. But now it's come back beautifully. And it's a soft, it's a very crisp kale actually. I think we should try that here. Så flytter vi lige det der. Så laver vi lige en ny en. So I have this one, which is the older plant, and then we can carry on and see some of the other ones. And it is So these are the younger plants of Asturian kale. You see it's very light, light green, like spring green in its color. I don't know if there's a difference, but let's taste it. Let's see how good taste buttons everybody has. So second taste is this, which is, to me it's like a very crisp and easygoing lettuce leaf type of kale. Please, if you dare. First year and second year Asturian kale. You can see it's light green. Those are also second year ones. Light green. Very different from like red cabbage like that.
It's very juicy also.
Very juicy.
You actually get water in your mouth.
You get water in your mouth?
I don't know if I'm producing it or if it's because there actually is that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
So if you are thirsty and you walk in the garden, this one can sort of help. Yeah. And I love the flavor of this one. It is so soft and easygoing.
Yeah, soft.
Soft taste and soft bite somehow. Yeah.
I get the feeling in the mouth like when eating malva.
Malva? Malva, that's creamy taste.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So is there a difference between the older and the younger plant? Not really, huh? What do you think?
Yeah, I like it, and I think the colour is also, like visually, it's making you really appealing as well.
Yeah.
To, isn't it?
Yeah. It's incredible how different it is.
Yeah. It's very nice to chew on. Yes, I think it's
Yeah, the insects, they like this one. Let's taste this one as the next. We call it Spanish wild kale. And it came from San Sebastian. Yes. It was actually collected by you.
Well, not by me, but somebody
You were traveling with, right?
noticed that I admired the plant and know that
Yeah.
I'm a plant geek.
Yeah.
And later I found seeds in my pocket that had been sneaked down.
That's a good
pot
one.
or two with ripe seeds, and then I grew them at home. And
I think we should call it sneaky kale.
yeah. And there was the second year all the plants flowered, and apparently they died. But this one, it's regrew from the roots in the spring, which I've never seen before.
No.
And I think that's quite interesting if it can grow, sprout from under the ground.
Yeah. This one here flowered profusely last year. And you see it regrew. Not from the bottom, but from the top.
I need this one for my collection.
Yeah, you need this one. Yes. We don't tell anyone. Huh? So I'd like you to taste this as well. In the middle of the summer, it was so much like mustard that we could hardly eat it. But when I've been giving samples to people here in the autumn, it's actually much milder. So it's a changeable taste, I think. We must call it. You can see we put here senapsmag, means mustard, because it's very strong. I said to people, you can use it instead of mustard for your hot dog. But when you taste it now, you would think nothing like that. So it's really changeable.
Resteløg, but restelkål.
Huh?
You can make like, instead of resteløg, you can
Yeah.
make restelkål
Roasted kål, roasted
for
kale
the hot dogs, right?
for the hot dog. That's true.
There's a name, roasted onions.
Så vi kommer vi lige den der væk, og så skriver vi lige den her stand her.
Fried onions. Eat that fried onion. You put it on salad as a crispy topping. Really delicious on salad. That's on the tail one.
Wild Spanish kale. So here's a sample, please. I can take it around actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, luckily
Yeah,
there's something.
it's good sharing.
Thank you. Really good.
It's really good, you say.
Very good.
Leathery, huh?
Yeah.
There's a lot of fiber in this one.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely flavor.
Good flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasant flavor.
I'm most surprised.
It's very fresh.
Very fresh. Yeah.
Have you got like a big mother plant for this one? Oh, that is the mother plant. So you've got all of these cuttings from that?
No, I have more actually over there, planted out.
Well, now you feel the aftertaste. It's really fiery. I get that now.
Yeah.
Right? In the back of your mouth.
Still chewing.
It's a bit like having a
Hair wasabi.
spoonful of mustard now.
Yeah, it must have come
You
through
can see it.
in the end.
Yeah.
At the end, it comes
I'm
through.
starting to. I even get a little bit of
Tears.
wet eyes. But it's good. It's pleasant. It's a kind of pain that is nice.
Wow, I don't feel any of that.
Okay.
No.
I don't get that. I don't get that.
Okay.
Well,
I cry easily.
Until you cry.
till you cry.
Did you have the back of the leaf or the front of the
No, I
leaf?
had the front of the leaf.
Beautiful.
Og vi skal have flere kål.
I'll dip in again.
Stem is strong.
Stem is strong.
Yeah.
And mustard leaf.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Now I feel it. I'm going to eat a bit of the stem and see.
That's
Wow.
interesting. Okay.
Maybe it was
And it just
like at the stem.
Yeah.
But it's very nice. Very
It's like a
Oh,
mild
yeah.
horseradish.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the stem's much stronger.
Yeah.
I think it could be good with beets.
Yes. Yes. Good with beets. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So then we've got behind us here we have the Jersey walking stick kale. Now I forgot the picture, but I have pictures from Jersey, the Jersey Islands, where they grew this in the old days to make walking sticks for old people. And I have pictures where the people was this height and the kale was up there in height. And just one long stem apparently. But all the way up it has produced lots and lots of leaves. So it's food and then it becomes another product. And I haven't actually tasted this one yet, but I think we should try. Jersey walking stick. What do you think? You can take one of these crispier ones. So I'm thinking of making my little factory building in there on turn it into a walking stick fabrication. And then a whole field here of walking sticks.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not so much into the milk.
It's in the back of the drawer. That's why.
And it seems to be growing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's growing. Yeah.
It disappeared a little for me and came back.
Yes.
Okay, so this one. Have a taste.
I never tried this one before.
No, I didn't either, actually. Mm. It's very dry, eh?
It's harder
Dry
to eat,
and
harder to eat this one.
harder to bite. It's good for stew and things like that.
more grassy.
Grassy.
Stem
Yeah.
is delicious.
Grassy. Yeah?
Small stem, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick up what it is like. It reminds me of something.
Kan du også smage et stykke kål her?
Ja, det er jo sundt.
Det er sundt. So try the stem.
Is it spicy?
That's the remark I get.
The stem is really delicious.
You feel the fibers in the mouth.
Starting to get full.
The stem's quite juicy actually.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
The leaf.
I almost like that
Still
better
burning in
than
my
the
mouth.
leaf.
Really?
It's still burning in your mouth?
Instead of stem,
Ah,
I couldn't taste it.
Yes, quite nice.
no,
This
no
one,
taste for this
Yeah.
one.
the stem.
But
I
it's the
tried
same
it,
one?
but
It's
Yeah.
the
I
Jersey
simply
stem.
cannot
Yeah,
judge
it's
it.
But interesting that two stalks are so different, right? You don't want to mix them.
Yes, they're so different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I really like the stems of this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good to know.
So what do you think, Mandy? The tree-colored? Should we try that as well? And the keeper and compare and see what they like? And here is the Malva.
Yeah, I tried.
That's a
I try
creamy.
to soften my
Yeah,
mouth with the
actually, if you need to if you need to soften the taste buttons, this will be handy. This is Melba, which is very mild. You try some as well.
Is that also okay?
No, this is just to clear the mouth, you know, as in when you're wine tasting. Do you think it's right? Så det her, det er lige for at neutralisere. Det er katost.
Vi kan smage noget
Så vi
igen.
tænker, vi kan neutralisere smagsnøglerne med det.
Oh, nice. Just take a little bit of it. Oops.
Mm.
Enough.
En helt anden. Det er en helt andre ting, det trigger på, ikke?
That's gentle.
Gentle, easy going.
Which one are you eating? The keeper?
No, this one. So should we try the keeper, which is the cross between three-colored and Daubenton, right?
Yeah, this is the one that came from Wales, from the
Yeah.
plant breed.
Yes. So we have keeper here. No, we have three-colored here and keeper here. What should we taste? Both of them. Compare them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a couple of leaves here. That's keeper.
Yeah, it's beautiful, huh?
And this one. Okay, so we go and cut. Have to remember what is what.
Yeah.
We need a bigger garden now. Yeah.
Are you ready for another taste?
Yes.
Please help yourself.
So that was the purple.
It's the one that's growing really tall.
The keeper. Mmm. Keeper.
That's really
Little
sweet, the
bit.
purple.
Mm.
A sweet taste
Yes.
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, this is the
tree color.
sweetest. So far.
That's perhaps why the Americans like it so much. That's a tall one. It's the tree color.
Really different taste to the other.
Yeah, really.
Do you want to try, Sebastian?
Ja da.
You like it?
It's very easy to.
Nu stiller jeg dem lige over igen. But this one is juicy as well.
Yeah.
A fresh, sort of reliable kale taste for a dish.
I think it's like an amazing development in the perennial kales, this one.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, it's sweet, huh?
And then the keeper is very fresh.
The keeper is fresh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they're both nice.
It's interesting that they can complement each other actually in their tastes.
Yes. You know, always talk about diversity. To have different perennial kales, and you pick a little from this and a little from that, and you mix your salad, like we did yesterday. This mixed salad that gives you so many different kinds of flavor.
Yeah, it was delicious, wasn't it?
It's
We
so
just
delicious.
shredded all the different types.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
With just a little bit of olive oil, lemon juice, a little pinch of salt, and we put some sea blackthorn berries in it and just mixed it all. It was really nice.
Okay, tell us again. How did you make the salad? No?
Just go closer to the people talking.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to, but it looks a bit sometimes a bit awkward. Then. Oh. Yeah, just that's not allowed, you know. No, let's the recipe for mixed salad with kales.
Yeah, we went round the garden, picked lots of different leaves from all the different perennial kales and the other kales, and then we shredded them all finely. And then we just put a little bit of olive oil, a bit of lemon juice, pinch of salt, and kind of smushed it all together. And then we put sea blackthorn berries in as well. And it's like a delicious, fresh, raw salad.
Yeah.
But with all the different variations of taste in the kales.
It was delicious, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Any more left?
No, we ate it all.
But maybe we should ask Søren for your cuddling of kale recipe,
Cuddling.
Yeah.
because you cuddle the kale, huh? We can't cuddle each other, but we can certainly cuddle the kale.
Yeah. You just have to slice it very thinly,
Yes.
add a little bit of salt,
Yeah.
and then cuddle it. But like that
In the bowl.
in the bowl until it gets juicy.
So we get the juice out.
Yeah,
And it's actually ready for eating then,
it's
huh?
ready for
Isn't it?
eating after,
Or you can ferment it, let
Yeah,
it
yeah,
stay for a
yeah,
while.
yeah,
But you could eat it
yeah.
immediately.
and you can add any kind of spice you like.
Dill or
Dill
fennel
or
or
fennel or cumin or what it's called, common.
yeah.
In I don't remember the English name.
Caraway.
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 Yeah,
Caraway.
yeah,
Caraway.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Sounds delicious.
And it's year round. You can pick from these all year round,
It's amazing.
right outdoors.
Yeah.
And this plant, it loves the cold, whereas many other vegetables, they're summer vegetables. And many perennial vegetables are spring vegetables. But this has got the primary season in the autumn and winter.
It's really important.
Really
times,
important,
yeah.
really important times.
Yeah, which is when you need.
When you need all the vitamins, all the antioxidants and so on.
And that's why they work well as part of a system, because you're having some things coming to harvest and then these coming in the more hungry gap times.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it
Yes,
kinda
they
works well.
supplement each other so well. Yeah. Okay. I think we've done enough tasting. They're all good, aren't they? In each in their way, we can say. So let's have a look at how we can make a modern day sort of kale garden. I'm trying to do that. Trying to look back and think, what did houses, places with people, what did they do in the old days to keep their kales for many years? Yeah, so I have two examples, working on two examples at the moment. So let's go further over there for that.
Ledningen på vej ud.
Nej, den ligger nede. Fint hernede.
Nå, okay, fint. Jamen, super.
I må gerne smage kål, hvis I vil. Nå, inden vi kommer til de her kålhaver, så lad os lige tage et øjeblik med det her. Den her, these three plants are from seed from Oregon, from the plant breeder over there who's doing perennial kales, but like a mixed kale. So it's supposed to be plants are supposed to be different from one each other. Opposite to what you want with the 9 stars, they should be more similar. But this breeding program they're supposed to be different because that's more resilient. So this is very interesting. I have some here in the container, and I have some over there in the plant beds, and they are big, stunning kales. I must say they look really strong and healthy.
This is the Kålsmagning
Yeah,
project.
Yeah, the kaleidoscope.
And the experimental farm network.
Experimental farm, yeah. Yeah, they work together. Yeah.
It's called kaleidoscopic kale.
Yeah,
mix,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's it. Yes. Then we have my first little experiment of a garden here. So this long bed is about 1 meter taller than the surrounding area, and that we have done on purpose. We are trying to make climate resilient gardens and beds in this way, using the hygel methods. And hygel means little valley, little bakke, little hill in English, and it's the inside of this area is covered with wood and garden waste and cut down nettles, and horse manure from the neighbor. And we have the underlayer of the ground in the bottom, and we have the top layer of the ground full of humus in the top. And in this area now, it's ready for planting. So we have the Spanish one. It's taste of mustard over here on this end. That's the more light end towards the west. Then we have cotton-grown 9-star perennial kale here, which should produce a sort of broccoli, white broccoli, in the spring. I think I have 2 or 3 of those plants here. And then I have seedlings of Tourntondine over here. And I have cotton-grown Tourntondine. And in the end, I have the normal Dorbenton plants. Then in the bottom, to cover the ground, we put this Stolt Henriks gåsefod. Anybody remember? King Henry's, good King Henry in the bottom as a nice foliage plants that is edible for the leaves and for the seed. And further down we have sorrel to cover the ground, plus some straw. And we want to cover it even more here for winter, perhaps with seaweed, as people are suggesting. That would be nice to cover the whole ground with that. So this is facing north actually, but in Denmark we have long hours during the season, so we have the sun rising there and going down there. But of course for winter it will be quite shaded. So I don't know how it's going to be for that reason. But I chose this area because I can shelter it from the deer. So I can put a fence or make it with branches, something that can fence it in. I'd like to do it in natural methods, but let's see how it goes. And they look really good. They were planted about a month ago as big plants. We couldn't have them anymore in pots, so we had to create this. Yes. So that's the first experiment with it. Then we have, the noise. Then we have a skærmsølblad, autumn olive, as a shrub there, big one, and I have 2 or 3 others in between, and they will serve the plant bed here with nitrogen. So it's trying to make a kredsløb, a circle of life for these plants. First experiment. Then I can show you the beginning of the next one over here. And in the meanwhile, I can also show you seedlings of Tourntondine. Tourntondine produces white flowers, but it crosses with the others that make yellow flowers. And they came out very differently. Look at this.
Wow.
This one, that one, this one, this one, and this one.
This one's beautiful though, isn't it? Like
But they're absolutely beautiful.
yeah.
But they're so different. You can hardly believe it. That
This
is
looks more
Taunton.
like a kale you would, what we call grønkål.
Yeah, grønkål,
Yeah.
yeah. So probably it has that feature in it, or it was crossed, because it's open pollination.
Mhm.
So I'm not quite sure.
So this is first year?
Yeah.
Plant? Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to wait and see
Yeah, let's
how
go.
perennial.
I'm very afraid that it gets sold.
Do you have to hide it somewhere? Then?
I have to hide it, yes.
Yeah.
Now let me show you the other bed for kales.
It's
So
weird,
here.
it's got like a Taunton Dean.
Yeah, yeah, Mandy can buy it. Let it stay
Yeah,
here.
I'll buy it.
And I can put there sold.
And then donate it back to you.
Okay, next stop up here. Look at this is a kaleidoscope plants put in the ground. So they have access to the underground here. Look at how big they are. There's really food in these plants.
Which one is that?
Kaleidoscope,
Oh right, wow.
those two. There's so much food in them. And they're nice and compact actually. So they're not so wind damaged, I don't think. So for food security, this is a good
But they're
Good
also
seed
so
mix.